Hello, I am Nicholas Graves. I am currently a second year PhD student at the University of Cincinnati. My main focus within my program is not just sports administration, but looking at marketing and personal branding within consumer behavior. Um, Within this video, I want to give a brief background on how I got into licensing, which is having introductions with sport licensing, working with Licensing International. Um, Prior to this, sparked my interest, and I've been trying to follow as many trends as possible to kind of learn how the field works. And one in particular that I am going to talk about here is the partnership with Lego and Bluey, um, as it pertains to the products, creating those Lego sets. I have a nephew who is 5 years old. He's big into building, specifically with Legos. His mom, my cousin, who I am very close with, has created an Instagram page for him where he posts some of his Lego creations. He'll take things apart, try to reconfigure, and seeing him get into this explorative uh, feat with Legos, and understanding what he also consumes on TV, which is Bluey, one of many shows that he watches. Thinking about some of my responses for the scholarship, I'm always thinking about the kid that could be influenced by one particular product, as I was. So with this, there's also reading. So the partnership and publishing with Dorling Kindersley to create um, picture books and show the family dynamic that Bluey has, and different outings such as going to the beach with the family, play dates with friends. Those symbols showcase what kids actually go through at that age, around 4 to 5. They're forming their own relationships with people, but more importantly, what are the products that help support? You think about the sandbox and the toys that come in the sandbox. Well, this is the same case for today's generation of kids. And where the business, benefits from this is, not only are you doing something that's, easily replicable, but you are taking the content that is very popular and you're putting it into a means that allows kids to consume them in the simplest forms, by building something, reading something, and learning maybe a new word, understanding what a new color is. And for the consumers themselves, you're getting adaptable content that is related to the current generation that's at hand. I grew up on Sesame Street. Sesame Street is still popular, but not all kids gravitate towards Sesame Street. Bluey, on the other hand, including Paw Patrol and many others, have a grasp on what, this generation of kids are looking for. So with this particular partnership, I'm looking at it, through the lens of my nephew, and it's something that I've been monitoring since the announcement in 2025 on how they're going to expand the product line for not just, again, just the building aspect for Legos, but the different books and pieces of literature for kids to consume. And with this partnership, there really are no losers. I'm just looking forward to, the moment where I can get my hands on one of these products and give it to my nephew himself. So within this partnership is one that I am going to be looking at, very astutely, and very specifically, because I do see the impact that it could have on my nephew.